Okay, 33 years old. You got plenty left in the tank. I know that.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your motivation for this fight?
Just everything in general. I've been world champion, just like twice before. And I went through a little downspill in my career for a while just because of just my health issues in general. But just the fact, man, it just continue to have that fire just to come back and just to come and try to win another title.
You gave an interesting quote the other day. You said, I came up pretty fast and I didn't really take the sport as seriously as I needed to because I was feeling invincible, world champion, millions of dollars. I go into training camp 3 or 4 weeks before a fight, drop all the weight real quick. I just did a lot of foolish things, man. That's when the downslope came and it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Was there a moment during this time when you thought about staying down?
I believe that's just everything in life, man. I think that's one thing, when it comes to boxers, when it comes to just athletes in general, we're a little younger, we feel invincible, but you can't run away from Father Time, man. And after a few years of that, I started having injuries, I started having this, I started having that. I didn't know what was going on, but I got knocked down on, just pretty much just crippled down on my knees, man. I had a few times where I really thought, like, man, can I come back from this? I came back from my shoulder surgery, and I just had a tremendous last 2 years. So.
How much of your legacy do you think is tied to 2010, when you walk away from the Sugar Shane Mosley fight because of the massive earthquake that had happened in Haiti? The decision to walk away from that fight, how much do you look back on that and say that defines me as a person, as a boxer?
Yeah, I believe, with me, it felt like it's just something I just had to do. That's just me. I know a lot of people just in general, they commend me for it, but then again, I know a lot of fighters that, that was my big chance. That was my first big, just big show, and I couldn't compete. And I know a lot of guys that would have just said, well, earthquake, happens. Let's go get this money. Let's get this fight. But I believe that's just the morals that I just been brought up with. And I couldn't do it.
You went on to have a great career, clearly, but would you make that same decision again?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I would.
We're seeing now different sport, basketball. We're seeing a player in Isaiah Thomas for the Celtics. His sister just passed away tragically. He's trying to play through that grief. Clearly, an earthquake, a sibling dying, these are apples and oranges here, but would it be advisable for him not to even be on the court at this point? How do you compartmentalize your life?
But one thing with him in that situation, I think, with him playing, I believe it might be good for him because, like I said, they play games regularly through the playoffs, and I think it might just be great for him just to kind of just like keep his mind away from it, and just try to stay focused on something else. It's very sad to hear. All my condolences go to him and his family. But I think just the game of basketball and just playoffs in general, just really try to, I'm gonna try to take his focus somewhere else.
You were the last person to fight Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Is there any misconceptions about what it's like to fight Floyd?
Floyd is Floyd. Just me being in there with him, I was surprised that he was so sharp at that age. But it felt crazy because it felt like I was in a sparring match almost. Because I trained for 8-9 weeks to really punch somebody. Or to get punched back. You're in there with a guy that thinks defensively all the time. So a lot of moving, a lot of dodge, a lot of this, a lot of that. And I got out of, a lot of those rounds. I'm sitting on the stool like, damn, what just happened? Like, did he punch me? Did I punch him? Like, It was just it was a crazy situation, crazy feeling. But like I say, he's the best at what he does, and that's to get out of that fight clean and to collect the check.
Okay, so he's 49-0.
Yeah.
Clearly that 50 is out there just sort of looming, and we see that he may take a fight with Conor McGregor of the UFC. As a professional fighter, do you have any desire to even watch that fight?
Yeah, you know what? Because I think it's going to be, like I said, you got two great entertainers. You got Floyd Mayweather, you got Conor McGregor. You're really just buying into the whole circus of it all. Both guys are tremendously entertaining. We want to see, all the back talk. We want to see the craziness. That's what people are going to be buying into. But when it comes to the fight, aspect in general, I believe people kind of already have a assessment of what they believe is going to happen. But like I said, it's the fight game. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true. Truer words have never been spoken. It's the fight game. Anything can happen.
Anything.
We had an MMA fighter in here recently, Chael Sonnen, kind of outspoken guy. I'm sure you guys have crossed paths. He said it would be a black eye for boxing if Floyd didn't take out McGregor in the first round. Now, Floyd's not that kind of fighter, but do you agree with that?
No, I don't think it'll be a black eye for boxing. But I believe that he has to beat him. You know, I mean, just pretty convincingly. You know, he has to make it look like, okay, I'm the best. You're not a boxer. You're not supposed to be in the ring with me. I'm gonna make you look foolish. I believe it has to look like that. You know, so it can be, you know, at least respected.
Would you ever even entertain this idea of fighting a mixed martial artist for a paycheck like this?
I mean, the paycheck sounds like it's gonna be crazy. So I mean, you know, I mean, those guys right there. I mean, like I said, with those guys, the only thing that makes sense is the money. So those guys getting together, that makes sense.